GTA 5, we're doing the story missions, Derailed, AA Gamer for Life. Okay, so there's 3 gold requirements to this mission, and I'm going to patch 2 videos together to kind of make it into one, kind of showing what I did to get the gold. Okay, one of the hardest things is like CJ. Basically, you have to jump on a train with a dirt bike, but we'll get into that after the cinematic. And then reaching top speed on the Sanchez really isn't too tough either, but let's get through the cutscene and I'll get into more of that.
Man, this place.
Trevor about?
He's probably out somewhere drinking human blood or eating household pets.
He's not that bad.
Really?
Well, okay, he is pretty bad. But he's got a sensitive side.
Oh, yes, he's very sensitive. When he gets his feelings hurt, he's devastated. So what's your story?
I ain't got a story. I'm an independent thinker. Living out here away from the man. From what I can tell, you're like a high school athlete. Living off old glories. You used to be able to manage heat. And now you're worried if your loafers are getting scuffed.
Any more bullshit comes out of your mouth, you're gonna learn all about my past glories firsthand. You understand?
Absolutely, sir. That came out wrong, all wrong. Tell Trevor the monthly train is coming through.
What monthly train?
The monthly train.
Where have you two been?
Getting some fresh air.
Talking of beautiful things.
Yes, I hear Stockholm Syndrome is very nice this time of year.
Oh, hey, watch your mouth, boy, all right? It's always been a dream of ours. The train of dreams.
The hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about gold. Enough to keep Ron in trailers and you in therapy. Enough so that we can pay off that Mexican and get you back in town, baby! Yeah!
This better be fucking good!
Jesus. Man, we've talked about this hygiene thing before, bro. I invite you into my home, this is how you repay me? It's like living with a fucking horny skunk.
Alright, so once you get through the
Meet
cutscene,
me under Rat and Canyon
you're
Bridge.
Trevor,
I'll be on the earpiece.
you hop on a dirt bike and you make your way to the train. And like I was mentioning, one of the goal requirements is to get top speed on the Sanchez. So what I do is I just cruise to the other part of Sandy Shores where the motel is, and then cut down the main road and just kind of open it up, try to stay in the center, and don't lean forward on the left stick. Just full throttle, and at some point you will reach top speed. I'm not 100% sure. You never have like a speedometer gauge to tell you exactly when you're reaching top speed. Alright, so you need to jump on the train for your first attempt to get gold, and then you need to reach top speed, and then there's a time requirement. So like all the missions that kind of you have a time requirement for your gold, you're not going to watch the cinematics, so it's very possible that you might wind up having to do this a few times. And it kind of sucks that you have to, skip through the cinematics in order to get your goal requirement, and kind of forcing you to do the mission, if not, 2 times, if not more than that. But anyway, once you come up to the train, there'll be at least 3 times that you can jump on the train. Okay, when you see me jump on the train, it'll be the first time I played the mission, and my first attempt to get on the train, I get on there. And I'm going to kind of show you that, but then I'm going to cut into the actual video that I actually completed the mission with to get my other requirements in. So that was the first time I played the mission. Now I'm cutting into where I actually do the mission, and the first time I did it, I fell off the train a couple of times, and so forth. So it's not really a matter whether or not you if you fall off the train and get back on. If you fall off the train, there is a few times that you can get on, but the key is for this train part is that you got to keep your speed up, and there's a lot of sensitivity to the bike. A little bit goes a long way. So it took me a few times to get to this actual part where you cut in, you take out the train conductor, and then you just drive this. Eventually you're going to switch to Michael. The only thing I can recommend as far as when you're driving the dirt bike on top of the train is just, you know, a little bit of steering goes a long way there. It's very easy to kind of oversteer and then just get off the train. It happened to me so many times. And then obviously you have a battle leaving the train wreckage when you get on the boat, but we'll see that here in a few minutes.
Em, I ain't far out. You under the bridge?
Approaching the inlet now. I'll power through to the bridge.
So I believe if you get on the train the first time, your gold requirement will record, but if you wind up having the, you know, I believe I got killed while I was in the boat and I had to reload the checkpoint. So obviously anytime you reload a checkpoint, it voids out your time requirement. So when I came back and did it, it took me like the third jump to get on the train, like you saw right there in the video, and then I ran the train all the way to the conductor, and then I'm able to get to this part. So if you're able to get on the train the first jump and you wind up reloading the checkpoint, just complete the mission and then redo it as a replay to get your other goal requirements in, because that jumping on the train can be a little bit on the rough side. So if you get it in, complete the mission, and then come back and get your other goal requirements.
Now, if I was a speed-free cannibal, what would I blow up a train to steal?
Don't be smart. Find the loot. Our moment of judgment is fast approaching. There's only so much this old heart can take.
Let's get rich, Mikey!
I'll be as quick as I can be. I gotta run a fucking salvage operation in here.
Okay, so while Michael's in there, you have to defend him. Several of the Merryweather dudes are going to be showing up here. We got some boats, helicopters, some dudes parachuting down.
Come on, let's get out of here!
I ain't found nothing good yet.
If you have to use Trevor's Rage, go ahead, but try to save it for the boat ride out of here.
Find something, Mike! Find something!
I can tell you I'm looking, or I can actually look.
Nice.
Snipers on the bridge!
Hey, your rifle's got a thermal scope, right? Use it and find those shooters before they find me.
Michael says to use your thermal vision on your scope, but I'm able to target him with my MG here, so...
You find something! It can't be this hard to find treasure in the magical train. Now the parachute regiment turns up. Longer you take, the more guys I gotta kill.
There's a lot of boxes to open, man. Got something. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Finally! Come on!
Okay, so now we wait for Michael to get out.
Get in, let's go! Sit down, let's go!
Down the rapids, if you please.
Okay, so it's not long after that the more Merryweather show up.
We got both on us. Nature, you're right. It's a beautiful thing.
There's nothing natural about this. Nada.
So this is definitely a good area to use up some of Trevor's rage right
They
here.
got guys on land. We gotta deal with this boat.
Cars, up there, T. Get them off of us.
I forgot to say, nice outfit. And by
Nice.
nice, I mean lame. Chopper, right behind us. Dying brain. You feeling alive? Juice pumping through your glands?
My glands are just fine. Without the crashing trains, exploding helicopters, and sinking boats.
Okay, so once you hit open water, that kind of ends the chasing of the Merryweather, and then it's just a matter of making it to your
There's
destination.
somewhere we can pull up just down the coast.
Whoa, man. You work hard for your living. Boil it down for me. How much you think you make per senseless killing, huh?
Okay, the
Couple
video's going to
nickels?
show the
Times are
cutscene,
tough.
but if you're
Have
trying
been
to make
since we put
time,
you
you're
in the
going to most
ground.
likely have
Hey,
to skip
you had
through
your
it.
savings.
That I couldn't access because you blew the identities. You know, there was nothing for Brad's defense. Ron organized some transport for us.
Alright, so out of that
Isn't
whole
hers,
train
huh?
car, we're only
'Cause of
able to
your
get this one
independent
item.
spirit. Hey! Hey, before you go, show me the loot.
Alright. It's perfect.
Perfect for fucking what?
For squaring things with that Mexican psycho. We give him this, and you end your relationship with that little lady. Maybe we won't be deadmen in Los Santos.
I don't fucking see that Silicon City again. It'll be too soon. But this is my job, not your call to make.
Nah, your job fucked things up with the Mexican to begin with.
My job, my score, get your own!
Wait, you give me that case, I'll give you something bigger.
What?
Union Depository.
Fuck off. Can't be done.
I never said impossible. Just very difficult.
Verging suicidal?
That a line you're afraid to cross? Come on, T. You remember the dreams? Couple kids pulling jobs, the big one. I know it sounded crazy back then, huh? But hey, you and me together again. With Lester and Franklin on board, we can do this thing, T. This ain't no dream no more. Nah. You keep the case.
Fuck you. Okay, hey! Alright. Here. Keep that silly fucking thing. And you can keep Patricia as well, alright? Because I respect that lady and I ain't gonna hold her back.
Thank you.
Just remember, I'm gonna be keeping my eye on you every inch of the way, alright?
Of course.
And if that bastard fucking cheats on her one more time, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know, Trevor, we both know you're not the marrying kind. But hey, it's great to be back in business, huh? Bring it on.
Okay, so Michael's able to talk Trevor into giving up so he can smooth things over with Madrazo, and that's going to wrap it up. We're going to get a look at the different gold that I got in through the couple times through the mission. Okay, so this is where I actually got on the train, but then I wound up having to hit a couple of checkpoints, so that voided it out. And then the time I completed, I actually didn't get on the train the first jump, but I was able to complete it and get our time in. So there's our 3 goal requirements. Again, if you're trying to get time, you're going to have to skip through the cinematics. There's just not enough time allowed. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.